Oh, I'm Tim McWilliams. I'm from Houston. Live in Fulshire now, and I'm the owner-operator franchisee for Kona Ice of Austin County. What that means, there are a lot of territories that we built as a franchisee. We were given the opportunity for a certain amount of money with the first truck to establish a territory, and the territory consists of 100,000 people max. And I could take less, and then build from zip codes. So in Fulshire, if I'm going to Parkway Fellowship Church, it's out of my zip code. So it's just across the street from where I wanted to go. I can go down 1463. Randolph Elementary is KDISD. Next to it is a children's center. I can't go to the children's center, but Randolph happens to be zip coded into Fulshire. So it's kind of weird, you know. I'll get a lot of people who come up to the truck during an event and say, hey, we really have this party we want you to come to, you know. Well, what's your zip code? So that's the way it works. Anyway, so I paid for that. I can add an additional 100,000 people, which I'm getting ready to do. But I know y'all are all thinking, hey, blow this off. I want to go out to the truck and have a Kona. Right? So my hands are sticky from Jenny's and my stuff over there. But you know what? When my wife cleans the truck, the only thing she doesn't get is the steering wheel. And I just get stuck to it every time I go there. No, so, you know, obviously I'm probably a dinosaur in web development, et cetera, but I decided to go ahead and get into the franchise business. I have a niece and family, and been successful and had some great years in chemistry, oil field chemistry. So when you get a mix on the truck, it's going to be correct, and it's going to be clean, it's going to be nice. But I decided to go into the franchise business. My golfing buddies go, McWilliams, what is the matter with you? What caused you to go get this truck out there? It's a $100,000 truck. But that's not that much anymore, since the King Ranch 250 is how much now? How much? 70 something, right? So anyway, it's a neat business, and I selected it because Kona has a brand. I have looked at franchises. Franchises are, you know, a love-hate deal. You got to pay these guys some juice. Well, Kona doesn't take much juice. I can sell $1 million out of the truck, and they take the same $3,000. So it's not based on all that. And we like Kona because they have given back $50 million to schools in the 10 years of existence. My truck is 939. We're getting ready to have truck number 1,000. We've got trucks in zip codes, in Hawaii, and just started in Alaska. So we're selling ice to Eskimos. So, and it's run by a great group of people. They're out of Florence, Kentucky. Bunch of good rednecks, fine guys. They actually probably started in vacuum sales. So, but it's a fun business, and it's different. Definitely different. I mean, our demographics on Facebook, I can X out the adults. If the kids would look at Facebook, unfortunately they're on Snap a lot of times nowadays. But my demographic is women, moms, kids. I don't need the dads. The dads aren't going to buy off of Facebook, right? So we find all that. And but it's a big company. Just to give you some real quick talking points out of the press kit that I have, we've got 10,000 schools we're in today, and locations, like I said, all over the place. We have all kinds of menus, and I'll leave this out for you to look at. Our biggest income generator for the franchise are schools, obviously, but we're trying to switch that to corporate. We found that the corporate sale is a good one. Take Igloo, take your major people coming to town. They can have a Kona day every quarter, every month, whatever it is. And like I said, the kids and everybody get it. But the adults really like it. When you go up and you're thinking about a beer, or maybe not, or you're thinking about whatever drink you want, the Tiger's Blood is always good. You're going to like it. I mean, it's sweet. And if you don't, we got chamoy and all kinds of crazy stuff. But sports groups, festivals, We were out at MS 150 the other day. They said they're going to have 17,000 people. Well, we loaded up that truck with 600 pounds of ice, 2,400 cups. I think right now the cup order for the small kiddie size is 10 million throughout the company. So that's how many of these smalls that we've sold. One of the neat things about Kona is it is a different product. It's not just straight sugar cane. It's cane sugar, of course, but we put in the natural sweetener, stevia. We've reduced the calorie count by half. It's all non-GMO, non-allergen. We have dye-free. We have fruit first. All kinds of different things that can satisfy different flavors. We have on our Facebook community site, last night I was looking and one of the members was asking, do you have a vegan Kona? Well, we're going to have one person out of 1,000 come up and ask for vegan. I'll blow it off. Too bad. Sorry, go down, But it's neat to know. We have a lot of non-artificial flavor, but we have a lot of things that do have artificial flavors too, which begs you to wonder, what are those artificial flavors? And before you blast and say, well, an artificial flavor is a bad thing, you need to understand the chemistry of what that really means. So, but some children are on forced diets that said, this kid needs nothing artificial. So we try to take care of that. But we're aware of the nutritional challenges today. It's Smart Snack Approved, which was part of the Michelle Obama initiative back when. We were ahead of that in 2014 with Smart Snack Approved because the schools made us. And now the schools are getting even tougher. I mean, we have franchises in California that I guess California is writing the rules for all of our kids, but that's kind of how it works. And but we have the Houston franchise, for instance, has 16 trucks. And the guy does probably $2 million of business. One truck can generate maybe 100, 150, depends on where you are. Mid-city, maybe 200,000. It just depends. My truck probably is breaking even. I started only 6 months ago, and I got a tiger by the tail. The niece checked out, so it's my business now, and I'm looking for an assistant manager and some help. I like to go on vacation. And that's the challenge of owning your own business. And I think a lot of us share that you've got to be there, you've got to keep up with it. So there's our employee handbook. They get that as an ambassador of the brand when they come to work. And that's what they do. You can see that Kona Ice is on, we probably spent $350,000 as a company last year pushing the brand. And they want to make sure it's right there. The Kona Ice, Austin County happens to show up. Luckily, when you click it, you're going to go to the main website for Kona. And it's a great website. We've got a marketing group of young people that's amazing. They spend all their time with video, all kinds of good stuff. So we have, of course, this part right there, the franchise login. And then we can go to the nutrition. This is the fruit first, and it'll move on to the next one, Vita Blend. This is a fortified with vitamin D and vitamin C, so moms will be happy that their children are not drinking some kind of concoction that Joe Corner Cup put together. Not that the competition of Joe Corner Cup isn't valid, and he's a good part of the community and has every right to be there, but we try to improve on the creepy ice cream guy. And so that's where we're going with that. And then See the Change is one of our, we have Adopt a Classroom. We put in monitors in schools. And so personally, I've given back. I mean, every event, we might do a prepay for a school. Well, they don't see the give back, but the give back is on the front end because typically we'll charge $2 for the smallest. We call it a small, some people call it a kiddie cup with it. And we'll give back 20% to the school. We'll go to the football games, and we might do a couple of $1,000s. We'll give the school a check for $400. And what does every school, community organization, all of them need today? Money. Everybody needs money. So we're a vehicle to help them get to that money and get to that spend. But anyway, I'm very impressed with the people, the brand, the franchise, the management of it. And it's just, you know, my challenges are sticky fingers and cleaning the truck, and there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. I'm probably the most disorganized person in the world. I'll get that golf game, I'll be there. But if there's a doctor's appointment or something that's kind of, you know, I might miss it. So I finally, we've got plenty of calendars and different organizational tools, but finally I have a box. And then, so let's say you call up and you have an event, then we'll make a little envelope, and it'll have, let's see if I have it here, it'll have Glenn College and a date. Now, it's pretty stupid, right? Because it's paper, but it'll be in the folder by date, and it'll have the date on top, and I can look at it, because I'll miss it. You know, I mean, I'll just forget it, and oh, we got to get ice, we got to get this, and then it'll have all the emails inside of it, maybe a receipt or an invoice or an estimate and all that kind of stuff, and it's in this deal. And then when I'm done with it, I put it in the back of the folder so I can always look at it. And if we get a lead or a new event, or I'm working on it, I'll still throw it in there and date it, and then I'll keep working on it. So that's kind of my tickle file, but it's a big tickle file because it keeps a folder of everything that's in there. It works. Hopefully someday it is pretty thick now. We've got a lot of events booked, and so that's great. And the bad part is maybe I want to have a vacation, but I think it's going to be like Hawaii in January when nobody's buying. Y'all remember when it snowed, right? We had one of our best days ever at Randolph Elementary. We did all 1,200 kids that morning at 8 in the morning. Snow's on the ground. They're lining the kids out. Here come the kids. Man, and this is the good part of the deal, is really the kids and what you see come up to the truck, and the moms. We were at Prairie View the other day with people that are economically challenged, and to see the children come in and the things that they want is really, that's the fun part. I mean, you can moan and groan and complain about, oh, you know, but then when you see them all come up, that's fun. And that's kind of what it's all about. We have, I mean, I've seen autistic, wheelchair grannies, down and outs, you know, I mean, you just see everything. And it's funny, I'm rambling now, but I'm going to finish and you can turn me off. We like to look at the flavors so we got watermelon and grape. We got tiger's blood, we have lime, we have all kinds of crazy flavors on there. And you go to these events, and you know, if it's an adult event, we have special crafted flavors, which is a good thing. But we don't sell much of that. But you'll sell a lot of pina colada because it's clear, and then people don't get it on them, and it's good. And you go to a little school, and it's red and blue. It's blueberry and tiger's blood. You go to economically challenged areas, you think it'd be grape and watermelon. And I'm not, you know, I'm just telling you like it is, but it isn't. All of a sudden, they drink lime. And you go, what made them drink lime? You'll go to the same event in a different area, but they won't drink lime. And so who knows what's going on out there. We're going to have a flavor called Fortnite. And I don't know if any of the parents get Fortnite or not, but that's the main video game today. So, but anyway, we certainly are glad to be out in Sealy, and love the small community. The guy in Houston with his 15 trucks doesn't do the same service that we do out in this type of area, where there's Burton or Belleville. We go to Brenham. There's a long drive, right, for a birthday party for maybe $150. And so we're going to have to rethink a little of that kind of stuff, but there's a lot to gain, and y'all give back to us, definitely, in the smaller community. So we thank you, and hope to see you out there. Call us when you find a lead, or the fundraisers, or whoever can do that. And I'm going to pass out I guess to this group, kind of the corporate idea. And Kevin signed us up for a day coming up. And Wells Fargo needs to sign us up. All the real estate people need to sign us up. Lenders, I don't know about you guys.
Do you reach 77833 in Brenham?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. I do when I was up there at the Herbie Ranch and anyway, let's see, let me get this together here.
Does anybody have any questions for Tim?
Yeah, any questions? I'm sorry if I took too long.
Well, Tim, thank you very much. And
Thank y'all.
a little bit now about your background. If we ever have a flavor called West Texas Crude.
Oh, yeah. I've been there.